In this video, we're going to be reviewing something that was, they call this like an oldie but goldie, but this one was actually, well, it was actually brought back by social media. Brought back by a popular social media campaign. It was like called Surge. And I'll give you a little history lesson. This is like one of the citrus soda items that was designed to compete against Mountain Dew. Like this is like an example right here. Figure Surge was actually intended to compete against this. Yeah, this is like, they call it citrus flavor. This was like something the Coca-Cola company developed. A little history lesson. Like, figured start out in like Norway, and it was like referred to as urge. Like that's what the product that inspired this came from, like where it originated. I can remember like seeing commercials for this on TV. I figure before we go any further, it's like a 16-ounce can right here. And I always put that time how many calories per serving, whatever, or per can if it's like one size can, whatever. So it's like 230 calories per can. And yeah, before we go through the nutrition label, we'll probably go through some more details. Like one, this was actually there was like people bought it anyway. Just type Surge and to select Surge soft drink. If you look on Wikipedia, you can learn more. Like this was like say some type of product that they say Coca-Cola company sold it everywhere. And then what happened was after the turn of the century, it just disappeared. Yeah, like in 2003, when this product actually disappeared from the stores and everything. Yeah, it disappeared and all that shit. Disappeared. And it was like, and apparently when, and this is like way before social media even existed. Before social media, before YouTube. Well before, even before the bomb at the barrel existed. This product actually predated it. So what happened was it got discontinued. It was like, say, apparently Coca-Cola decided just to get rid of it. I don't know why they did that. Then they tried, we all know, everybody knows what happened afterwards. Coca-Cola decided to come up with a different product that tried to replace this, that looked more like Coca-Cola decided to try some type of energy drinks, Mountain Dew knockoff hybrid. And everybody knows what the fuck happened to Volt and all that. That disappeared years later. At the same time, Coca-Cola decided to make Mellow Yellow, expand its availability nationwide. And there's a review, and I did post a review of Mellow Yellow. So I probably will put a link. So I'll probably put a link to that review in the description. But apparently, what happened was like when Facebook came out or social media, there was like some type of bring back Surge campaign, try to bring this back and shit. And guess what happened? In 2014, Coca-Cola actually decided to resurrect the product. Brought this like right back from the dead. No pun intended. Brought it back, whatever. Brought it back for public consumption. And brought in these size cans anyway. But you could buy a whole case of these. Like say if you buy it from Amazon. But it probably took like say another year before retailers started carrying it. And in fact, and even then, how did this how did this particular can of Surge end up as being seen on this video? Well, the fun part was I was like in Dollar General one day. I just saw this on display here, cans of Surge. I decided, oh fuck it, buy one. Figured $1 that cost me, plus the 6% in sales tax. So that's like figure $1 later, or $1.06 later. This is here. Yeah, it's actually $1 anyway. Figure going to buy cleaners and shit, like buy various cleaning products, and the next thing you find this for sale. Thinking, making this will probably be a lengthy ass video. Now I figured now we're done with the history lesson. Let's go through the labeling. So serving size 1 can at 16 ounces, 230 calories. This has like 50 milligrams of sodium, 62 grams of carbohydrates, 56 grams of sugars, and the caffeination, they say 69 milligrams throughout the whole container. Now let's go to the ingredients list, like what this contains. Yeah, and the Coca-Cola company did make this, and they do sell it. It is what Surge contains. It says they're less than 1% juice. Figure it contains carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup. That's how many soft drinks have that shit. Maltodextrin, citric acid, natural flavors, orange juice, concentrate, potassium benzoate, which is to protect the taste, potassium citrate, caffeine, calcium disodium, EDTA, which is to protect the taste, another additive. Let's say yellow number 5, yellow number 6, carob bean gum. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Blue number 1. I figure it's got like say 56 grams of sugars and 69 milligrams of caffeine for this serving here. Now we're gonna do a little comparison here, like how it compares to Mountain Dew. Yeah, I figure Mountain Dew has way more sugar. It has more sugars. Yeah, the calories are the same. Oh yeah, the carbohydrates are like the same too. Like Mountain Dew has the same amount of carbohydrates as Surge does. Look how much fucking sodium it has. Per 1 can here, per 16 ounce can. 85 milligrams. And this is and Mountain Dew. Oh, it has way more. It actually has more caffeine. Mountain Dew has more caffeine than Surge does. And even then, Mountain Dew has different ingredients list. Like say carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, concentrated orange juice, citric acid, natural flavor, sodium benzoate, which preserves freshness, caffeine, sodium citrate, erythorbic acid, what do you call that, which preserves freshness, gum arabic, calcium disodium, and that's calcium disodium. Surge has that. But what Surge don't have, what Mountain Dew has that neither Surge nor Mellow Yellow even has, brominated vegetable oil. That's been like controversial. Even this one is just partially produced with genetic engineering. Yeah, Neil number 5. And this is just for comparison. Figure 2 16 ounce cans would make for better comparison. But the primary focus of the video is Surge. Now we pretty much gave you a history lesson on this. Nice little history lesson. And a little comparison how it compares against compared to Mountain Dew. Now we gotta do something now. Is the taste. Now we're gonna do a taste of this. looks just like yeah, the car is pretty much like how it was anyway. It looks just like it looks just like the way it was anyway. I'm sure people drank Surge probably remember this color anyway. But we need to see how it really tastes. So here it goes. I tell you, I'm sure the people that probably wanted it so bad, wanted this brought back so bad. I'm sure they probably already remember. They pretty much. I'm sure if they already tasted this, they pretty much realized that's just why they remember it. Yeah, it does look the same anyway. Like more close to the green card than like what Mountain Dew tasted like. Looks like. Trust me, if tell you once put a video up about mixing 100 proof vodka with cheap Mountain Dew knockoff. And the cheap Mountain Dew knockoff looks just like, and regular Mountain Dew looks just like that. Like the cheap knockoff. More closer to yellow color, unlike Surge. I tell you, if you actually go on Amazon and find Surge anywhere, or you find a place that sells this, like any supermarket or maybe Dollar General, whatever that sells this. If you do, I'd say you should buy this. Yeah, it's interesting that Surge does not contain that brominated vegetable like Mountain Dew has, but Mellow Yellow doesn't either. In fact, the color Mellow Yellow is more similar to like what Mountain Dew looks like. Even Sundrop looks the same. And I did put a video up, and I did put up a video as well, like showing these nice 20-ounce disposable cups, and to prove that it really holds 20 ounces, I just ended up buying a 20-ounce bottle of Sundrop and actually pouring it in there, and it held it all. This is interesting. But to make this video look a little bit more environmentally friendly, instead of buying a bottle, this can's more better because one, you can recycle these. I figured buying a 16-ounce can of Mountain Dew for comparison purposes, just to compare like what the labels say, like how much sugars, caffeine, or sodium it contains, whatever. For that to make that comparison, it made better sense to do that. Say to buy a can of the same size than to say spend $1 on a 16-ounce bottle and have the goddamn and have all the tree and then just for the tree hawkers to bitch and moan. Screw that. With that can's recyclable, so recycle it, get some money back up, at least get some money out of it. That's a better trade-off. Here's to a nice, good, drink-related video.